His games are going to get more desperate from here on out. After this game, it's almost 6 months before he finishes something new.
December 2010. Hello? Where did this island come from? How do I get out of here? Oh, is anyone there? Person? Oh, lovely. It's been a long time since I've talked to anyone. What's wrong? You look lost. Find this engine that used to protect me. To start again. You're looking for a machine? I think I know where it is. It isn't far. You have to take me to it.
If the last game featured Coda talking explicitly about his creative frustrations, this one turns it up to 11. Now, put yourself in my shoes playing this. Here's a friend whose work is exhibiting signs of struggle, frustration, anxiety, depression, even. And yet, still, he keeps making games. He keeps throwing himself into the grinder even when he clearly doesn't have the energy for it anymore. Why? What is it for? Because from my perspective at the time, and just what I knew of him, this was a result of how isolated he was. He was in his own little bubble, just sitting at his computer all day, not really showing these games to anyone, not releasing them onto the internet, and so he didn't have anyone outside of himself to connect with. He had no outlet to ground himself on.
You have to close the first door. Press the switch here.
You can't talk yourself out of loneliness. It doesn't work that way. You can't be the one writing both the questions and the answers. Then there's no movement. Then there's no circulation. If all of your anxieties are being channeled into your work, then if the work ever fails, you have no backup and you're just going to crash.
Enjoys you looking. It isn't true. Worry about it, just keep talking. Keep saying that creation is easy. Easy, it never stops being easy. When I made...
Seeing this game at the time that he made it, it looked really unhealthy to me. I was watching him do this to himself, and I hated it. I hated seeing him so trapped. It's like, video games are not worth this amount of suffering. This is someone I really cared about, and I used to get so much joy out of seeing him create. For him to suddenly become angry and frustrated like this, it was the worst thing for me. I don't know. This is what I felt at the time. I don't know how else to explain it. I wanted it to stop more than anything. I never felt so rotten. I needed more than I had ever needed anything for this to stop. But it didn't stop. After finishing this one, Coda takes another 7 months and comes up with a new game.
am good. The CEO arrived safely. We've captured the machine. It's waiting for you now. Tend to be quick. There's someone called the press. We might have attention on this one. Also, one more thing that you should know about the machine. It calls itself Coda. Kill yourselves.
And of course,
Stop.
it's the machine.
Genius. People out there can imagine what people put them through. It's only because of your creation that any of us could make it through. Let's go back to trusting. So alone. So here I started getting a little teary-eyed, and I didn't really want to keep it in because I started to kind of feel bad. So the voiceover for it wasn't too good because I was kind of sobbing. So I kind of just wanted to cut the audio out. So you could still read it on the screen, but I'm not going to be speaking it. Sorry. Okay.
Remember, you can click to fire the gun.
Coda, make sure your work dies here.
So now the work is becoming self-destructive. And I'll tell you, at the time that I first played this game, shortly after he made it, here's what I'm thinking to myself. I'm thinking that Code is stuck in his own head, and that it's having a very negative effect on him, and that all he needs to do is just start showing his work to people, to get some actual feedback on it.
Well, shit.
She call me Mr. Bombastic, tell me fantastic. Touch me on me back, she says I'm Mr. Romantic. Call me fantastic, touch me on me back, she says I'm Mr. Smooth, just like a silk. Soft and cuddly, hug me up like a quilt. I'm a lyrical lover.